Bonjour mes amis, comment ça va aujourd'hui? Hello and welcome to Daring to Dare, Chapter 2, Keeping Up with Tish, Part 9. Wow, we are really moving along. Yay! Anyway, one day my mother came up to me, and I don't know what her problem was, really, but she told me that I wasn't much of a woman because I didn't have large breasts like she did. Well, I have to say, my mother was on the voluptuous side, but she had had 3 children. And when I go back and I look at her around my age when she told me that I wasn't ample, she didn't look ample either. So with each child, she, developed more and more. But I thought that was a terrible thing to say to me. Why was that necessary to say that to me? That was truly hurtful. It really was. Um, I'm happy with the way I am. I'm in proportion to my size, and I've had 2 children, so I've gained a little more. But I just think that was so cruel. When I think about it, I get so mad at her. Anyway, I knew a girl a long time ago who got breast implants because she wasn't happy with her breast size. Now, I have to say, she was pretty slim there in that area. So I didn't know she was going to do it, but one day she shows up and you couldn't help but notice. And her name was Cynthia, and she was a Filipino girl. But she was very pretty, very nice. And she was all happy because she now had the figure that she always wanted. So everything was fine for a while. But about 10 months, 11 months after the implants, she started not feeling well. And she showed me some things on her skin that really looked odd. And I asked her if she had gone to the doctors, and she said, not yet. I said, you better get to the doctors. One of these things on her arm was like a volcano rose out of her skin. And in the middle was like an opening with all like kind of pussy ooze and stuff. And there was height to it too. That's what really got me. I mean, it stuck out, I bet, at least a half an inch, if not maybe more. And I told her, I said, you better get to the doctors. I said, that doesn't look right. So long story short, she got lupus. And apparently her breast implants leaked. And she got lupus. And about 15 months after she had the implants, she couldn't work anymore. And she was in the hospital. And I would call her to see how she was doing because she really was a nice girl, and I felt bad for her. And she just did a continual slide down, and eventually she just never called me back, and I never knew where she lived. We hadn't been that friendly, but I mean, boy, that was scary. That was really scary. I mean, I would never even consider something like that. But watching her suffer and what she went through, I definitely wouldn't do anything like that. So, I'm sorry, Mom. I am as I am, and I think I'm okay. So, I got back at my mother because she really made me angry with that statement. And one day I come down from upstairs, and I looked to the right where the front door was, and there was my mother standing there with one arm up, one arm down, at the doorway, an open door with, of course she had a skirt on, but just her bra. And I looked at her, and she stood there, and traffic was going by. And finally I said, Mom, you're at the door with just your bra on. Oh, she said, oh, I forgot. Oh, you know, in a huff. How can you forget you just had a bra on? You were standing at the front door and the traffic's going by. Oh, Mom. Oh, Elmira. Anyway, it wasn't that day, but it was maybe 3 or 4 days later. She gets a phone call. I happen to be there. And I hear her say, what? Are you crazy? No, we're not going to do anything like that. And she, boom, down with the phone. And I looked at her. And I said, what was that all about? She was in a huff. She says, your father and I just got invited to a wife swapping party. She was indignant, but I said, oh, are you going to tell Daddy? He might want to do it. Of course not, she said. Oh my God. I said, well, maybe that's because you were standing at the doorway with just your bra on. How to be a neighbor, how to be somebody that knew our phone number, knew our last name if they looked it up in the phone book. So, yeah, she was invited to a wife swapping party. That's something I can say that's never happened to me. Not that I would do it, but yeah, my mom was. I'm telling you, she was upset, but I laughed my head off. So I understand that I have some subscribers. Thank you very much. And please comment if you can. And if you enjoyed my story and want to support me in telling it, please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. And I would appreciate it. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye.